Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes, the player everyone is fearful to face. And today he's ready to spar with the best player in the league this season, Baltimore's Lamar Jackson, for the AFC Championship.
Take it one game at a time. That's what they all say. 20 weeks into a grueling season that has crushed even the fiercest of competitors. It's the biggest game in the East that will announce who's headed west.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not.
The dream that beckons is in the promised land. No matter if you're the Magic Man or Superman.
You're ready, you're ready, you're ready.
It's an attitude game.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, Blue, what's that?
To be the ones left standing in the middle of the desert, you must first dominate 3,000 miles away. Are they ready or not?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Oh, no, got it.
We clinched another one.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
That is vintage Lamar Jackson.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Here we go. They start with us. Let's set the tone for the first play.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Mahomes and Kansas City. They're going to Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, unbelievable.
Going to the AFC Championship game.
Ready or not.
Well, the stage set by Sarah Rinaldi with that wonderful opening, and the Ravens come running out here to take the field for the first time ever in franchise history, hosting the championship game. Chiefs, Ravens. It says it all, the winner to advance to Las Vegas and Super Bowl 58. Yep, what a magical day this is. 4 teams with all these dreams to get to Vegas, all of whom have quarterbacks in their 20s trying to lead them there. And what a game we have here with the defending champions Kansas City about to take on the 1-seed Baltimore. Hello, friends. Jim Nance with Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, Evan Washburn, Jay Feely, Gene Steratore, all of us just off the charts ready for this great matchup.
Oh, what a matchup it is. The defending Super Bowl champs, the reigning MVP, Patrick Mahomes, against the likely MVP, Lamar Jackson. This is the most complete team in the National Football League. This will be Patrick Mahomes' toughest test of his career to get to a Super Bowl. The Ravens are a juggernaut, Jim.
Well, when you talk about Lamar, and when we met with him this season, he has been, I mean, the word is obsessed with trying to get to this game and win this game to go to the Super Bowl for his first time.
Any quarterback in the AFC knows it goes through Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. You've got home field advantage. You've done it all year long. You do have the better team. But can you do that little thing inside your head that says, am I good enough? You're going to have to be today. And I think Lamar is going to have a great game today, Jim.
Well, listen to this. Reception. Undoubtedly just 11 days away from winning a second MVP. And let's get back over to the side with Patrick Mahomes and this team that won at Buffalo last week. And that offense was connecting last week against the Bills.
They're playing their best football of the year right now. That's championship DNA. They know when to turn it on. But I'm telling you, this is a very different team they've gone against. This will be the best defense and the toughest looks he's seen all year today.
Let's get some last-second injury reports with Evan and Tracy. Tracy, you're up first.
Jim, the Chiefs are going to be without their all-pro left guard, Joe Thuney, today, out with a pec strain. That is a huge challenge going against this Ravens defensive front. Now, Isaiah Pacheco dealing with swelling in the toe and the ankle this week. He is going to go. He's going to be wearing specialty cleats with an insert to protect that foot. On the defensive side of the ball, they will not have their star linebacker, Willie Gay Jr., dealing with neck spasms. He was supposed to spy Lamar Jackson. I was told that role will now go to Leo Chanel. Now let's send it over to Evan Washburn.
Tracy, 10 weeks removed from suffering a broken left leg and ligament damage on this field. Mark Andrews is back. He vowed to his teammates and coaches if they could get to this game, he would play. As for how much he will play, Andrews told us he's ready to go the distance. Coaches not interested in the snap count necessarily. This is an offense moving down the highway at a high clip. They want to merge Mark in, Jim.
Yep, just another weapon to this dynamic offense. And now let's go to public address announcer Greg Davis.
Now, singing our national anthem, written here in Baltimore, please welcome members of the Morgan State University Choir.
Welcome to the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. Chiefs won the toss and have deferred. It's already gotten a little chippy is the word, even right down to the kickers getting into it a little bit after the Chiefs said, hey, Justin Tucker, get this stuff out of here. And then more than that, a little scrape there with Mollett and some of the Chiefs. This is just pregame warm-ups. Ray Lewis has entered the arena as only he can.
Wow, that is a huge moment. This place is rocking. It's been for over an hour.
You can see there are some gusts. It's in the 40s, cloudy, chance of rain, and this is a legacy day for Lamar Jackson.
100%. To get to where you want to go in this sport, you've got to go through Patrick Mahomes. You only are afforded so many opportunities. This is a great chance. You do have the better team. Problem is that guy over there, he don't lose very often, Jim.
All right, let's kick it. Here we go. What'd you think of the choice by Kansas City to put the football in the hands of Lamar right away?
I think that was surprising, to be honest with you. To me, that shows the confidence. As tantalizing as this duo of these two quarterbacks is, the other side of the ball is equally as dominant. You got the number 1 and 2 scoring defenses and leading in sacks. This is a great matchup.
Bucker kicks it. The defending Super Bowl champs versus the number 1 seed. And the team that few would argue was the best in football during the regular season And the touchback gets this thing started. Again, you're looking at the 2019 MVP, and just 11 days out, he should have his second. But what he really wants, he wants Las Vegas. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Taco Bell, Dune, only in theaters March 1st, and by Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Well, it's the third championship game ever played in Baltimore, but the first for the Ravens. They had the one in '59, the one in '70, which was the first AFC championship game after the merger, and the quarterbacks in that game were LaMonica, who got knocked out, and Blanda came in against Johnny Unitas. We're back at the AFC title game. An administrative timeout. You may have not heard one like that before, but it was a drone apparently that was interfering too close to the play. It was not ours, we're told. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Intuit QuickBooks. That's how you business differently. And by Bud Light, who reminds you to drink responsibly. Charm City. What an electric atmosphere all through the city this weekend as Raven faithful have just flooded the downtown area. Many coming from out of town to be here for this historic first ever Ravens hosting of a championship game. Tucker to kick it. And no chance at a return here. That play look a little familiar to you, the touchdown?
Yeah, I see this all the time, but here's an example. Like, this guy had him. No, you didn't. Then he resets and fires another incredible ball back against Jackson week 13. And today's, you got him, right? Chanel just go ahead and get, nope. Slides by, one way, resets. Edwards does a good job staying in. And a huge answer by Lamar Jackson there. After Mahomes' perfect drive to silence the crowd, he gets him right back in it.
Got about 4 or 5. Coming up at halftime, don't miss the world premiere of the new trailer for the upcoming season of Halo, streaming February 8th exclusively on Paramount Plus. They gave Pacheco 4 yards on that carry. That 9-minute drive for a touchdown was the 3rd longest touchdown drive of Patrick Mahomes' career, regular season or post.
And the Ravens play saying you're going to make a mistake at some point. You're going to have a holding penalty. We're going to get a sack. They led the NFL in sacks. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been sacked in 3.5 playoff games. The last sack was Sam Hubbard in last year's AFC Championship game in the playoffs. But no negative plays. They scored.
There's Butker booming it to the back corner of the end zone. Hey, tonight on Fox, the Lions and the Niners meet in the NFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. The winner facing the winner of our matchup February 11th at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. The Lions trying to go somewhere they've never been before. They're the only team that has played in all 58 seasons of the Super Bowl era and not reached the big game. Wow, for the Ravens. Look at the scrapbook for the Eagles team photo back in '05. Just look at some of these names that are relevant in this case today. Spags, Harbaugh, Andy Reid, others.
That's just
probably weren't aware of.
Yeah, that's just in this game. If you look at all the other ones too, you've got about 5 other head coaches, 10 other guys you'd all know. What a staff.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead, get wild. And by from Illumination, Despicable Me 4 in theaters July the 3rd. That little crab feast. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by H&R Block. It's better with Block. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Got the Verizon halftime report coming up with JP and all the crew. Their take on the first half. JJ Watt's with them this week. It's all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. They are getting all set, the crew. Boomer, JJ, there's Coach Cowher. This stadium opened in 1998. In the first regular season game, Bill Cowher was the coach of the opposition for the Ravens, brought the Steelers in here. And Jim Harbaugh was the starting quarterback for the Ravens in their first ever game. He's here today too. 2nd and 4, flinging it down the field and unable to get under it is Aguilar. You see that incompletion right there. So far in this game, Tony, Lamar's only completed 5 passes.
Yeah, one to himself too.
Oh, that's right.
But I think right there is what you see. That was a big play opportunity. And the other part to me is the Chiefs are winning these instrumental, like, big-time downs. It's the 3rd down tip ball right by Jones earlier. It was the drop pass on the first drive of the game for the Ravens. And those are the things that come back to haunt you as the game goes on.
Going to bring us to halftime. Lamar and the Ravens, well, they're going to have to handle some adversity. They've got to come back from 10 down. They had some composure issues in that first half. They allowed the Chiefs to put up 221 yards, and they only were on the field for 9 minutes, that offense. It's halftime with the score, Kansas City 17 and Baltimore 7. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Rachel, you okay?
No. I live with a broken phone. I can't trade in.
Okay, that's dramatic. Better plan's Verizon. Everyone can trade in their old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with AI on them.
A new phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Wait, I'm on Verizon. Can I still get it?
Yeah.
I gotta trade this in, right?
New and existing customers can trade in any Samsung phone for a new Galaxy S24 Plus watch and tablet, all on us. That's up to $1,800 in value, only on Verizon.
Going at the goal line, caught by Kelsey. The Ravens strike right back. Pacheco drives across. Welcome back to the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Chiefs are up 10. The Chiefs will be receiving the 3rd quarter kick. Some dancing and celebrating going on for the Chief faithful, but they get this crucial start to the 3rd quarter. You know, one thing about this first half, that drive by the Ravens covered 75 yards in the first quarter. After that, they only put up 32 yards. Again, the Chiefs defense stepped up.
They got to get back to running the football. You led the National Football League in rushing, and to me, Gus Edwards, he needs to touch the football and then use Lamar's legs in different areas. I mean, every play is everything right now. Your season's on the line. Go through the ground. That's what you're best at right now, then start to open it up.
Well, let's take a look here at the wild first half plays presented by Pepsi Wild Cherry. There were some wild first half plays. Nothing more so than Lamar's completion to himself for a gain of 13 yards. And what about Lamar's second half, what he must do?
I think that it's really hard to describe to people the inner turmoil you feel. You have a shot for your legacy in some ways. You win this game. It's so important to you. I think he just needs to settle in, quiet his mind, and you can help him as a coaching staff do that by the way you call the game. You see, they let Mahomes, who doesn't even really need that, he's been in so many, they let him throw screens, do little things, and then all of a sudden you let him open it up.
Touch back, and Evan had a chance to visit with Coach Harbaugh.
Coach, limited possession time in that first half offensively. What do you want to see on that side of the ball to cut into this Chiefs lead?
No doubt. Just try to generate some momentum, get the run game going a little bit, completions. I know we can hit big plays. We just need more opportunities. We need to create more opportunities for ourselves.
Defensively, what's been the best attack against Mahomes in that group?
I think we started getting the feel for him second quarter into second quarter. We'll be fine. We just got to get after him, keep the ball in front, take away the screens, continue to improve on the run game, but really take away the screens, and we know the double moves. Those things are coming, be there for those.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks, Evan.
Start the second half with a handoff to Pacheco. Now the BK was able to halt that after one.
I believe Harbaugh's absolutely right. They have figured out the fronts, because right now they are getting dominated in time of possession, Jim.
How about the 5 first downs for the Ravens? That's their fewest in the first half since week 1 a year ago.
You wouldn't have expected that coming in, although this is the #1 and 2 defense in a lot of areas in the National Football League.
Mahomes in traffic, able to find, look at it, you got Rice there, you got Kelsey there, and Kelsey clutches it for yet another catch. Let's go down to Tracy in her first half report.
Jim, I had a chance to speak with Andy Reid going into the half. I asked him about going for it on 4th and 1. He said he feels as though points are going to be important. He wanted 7, not 3. He said they need to continue to move the ball, capitalize on scoring opportunities. As for the chippiness, he said he likes it. Jim?
Well, that, thank you, Trace, was Kelsey's 10th catch a moment ago, and he's over 100 yards in this game. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. We're 2 weeks away from Super Bowl 58 on CBS. The winner of this one to face the winner of the NFC Championship game coming up later tonight between San Francisco, the hosts, and the Detroit Lions. Ravens offense with 7 to go in the 3rd quarter, and you're watching the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Royal Caribbean. Come see Chipotle for real. And by Intuit TurboTax. Make your moves. We'll make them count. National Aquarium is right here in Baltimore. Hosted a purple plunge, by the way, Friday. Getting set for this Ravens weekend. But it's time the Ravens try to get something going here. Find a way to get a plunge into the end zone. During the break, the lights went out. By design, I might add, thankfully. And look who comes out here. T-Sizzle. Terrell Suggs. Thought it was time to get this crowd going.
Well, they said it was the biggest game ever here at this stadium. First AFC Championship game at home. Brought out Ray Lewis earlier, Suggs now. Through that Ravens style of defense, those guys would hold them here.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AT&T. We believe connecting changes everything. And by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. A little time lapse in the truck. I told you that Mike Arnold and Jim Rickoff, Ryan Galvin, and that crew on the front row, they are working like at a high speed. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore for the 4th quarter. One onlooker, Jim Harbaugh, who 20 days ago won the national championship at Michigan, is now the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, cheering his brother's team on here.
Well, you're going to look at the great day you talked about with Kelsey. Look how long this is, Jim. This is one of the longest plays from start to finish.
Look at this.
All season for any team, and then the incredible job by Kelsey. How about the reach out? 9.78 seconds.
You know what? In Paris this summer, the 100-meter dash will be finished faster than that. Considered the league's most prestigious honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award recognizes players who have excelled on the field and whose passion to impact lives extends beyond the game. This year's nominee for the Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes, who uses his 15 and the Mahomes Foundation to benefit local youth. The Ravens nominee is Roquan Smith, whose namesake foundation aims to strengthen families by providing services and training. And the NFL Man of the Year will be announced at NFL Honors on Thursday, February 8th at 9 Eastern on CBS and NFL Network. Both are run back. Well, tonight, Lions and 49ers on Fox. Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olson will be there to call it. Lions-Niners NFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. The winner facing the winner of our game, February 11th at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. CBS is streaming on Paramount Plus. There's the brackets. That game, that NFC game, will be the first quarterback matchup ever in the postseason between a quarterback chosen first overall in the draft with another taken last in the draft.
See that? You can be picked last on the playground and still be amazing.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Pfizer, Outdo Yesterday, and by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL. How about these wide receivers of the Chiefs? It looks like the Chiefs are going to be heading to Las Vegas. No timeouts left for the Ravens. And where has this been all season? I don't know, but the last 2 weeks, MVS has made some MVP plays.
Yeah, that was 2. Early in the game on that first drive, to win in those man matchups sent a serious message. You're not beating us if you're playing man, and that was the reason why the Ravens thought they could win. They thought they had the matchups in their favor.
Give us some room, guys.
Andy Reid looking for his
Big Red
former assistant in Philadelphia. Yeah, and he's heading back to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in 5 years. And a chance to become the first team since New England of 2003 and 4 to go back-to-back.
It's a devastating loss for Lamar Jackson. You always think you're going to have so many opportunities in these type of games, but it's very hard to get here. Now, I do believe this Ravens team will be back here next year, Jim.
He's just 27.
He's going to be back. He's 2-time MVP, most likely. It's just these games are so hard to get by when you have a great coach and a great quarterback and a great D coordinator as well.
Let's go down to Tracy.
Congratulations, Patrick. We're doing this again.
Yep.
All the talk all year about your receivers not coming up clutch throughout the season. Take us through that final pass there to MVS to seal the deal and send you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they brought everybody. They were going to challenge us, and the guys stepped up and made plays. I mean, God put us a lot of adversity in our way this year, and we accepted the challenge, and we're better for it. I mean, it's been a heck of a year. We're not done yet, but this is the way to get there.
Speaking of challenges, you were told last week that you couldn't win on the road, and then you come in here underdogs. We spoke. You gave me that look. I'm sure that added extra motivation, the satisfaction that you get from headed to your 4th Super Bowl in 6 years.
Yeah, no, it's been a heck of a year. We've been underdogs for the last few games, but we never feel like underdogs. We got a lot of guys on this team that know how to win. And when playoffs came around, I knew we were going to make it happen. And now we're in the Super Bowl, and the job's not done. We got to go out there into Vegas and play a great team and see if we can go out there and get the Super Bowl.
Congratulations. Enjoy it. We'll see you out there.
I appreciate you.
He absolutely relished the role of being on the road and being the villain. And he wins 2 road games to make it to Las Vegas and will be matched up in Super Bowl 58 against either San Francisco, a team they beat in Super Bowl 54 just 4 years ago, coming back in the 4th quarter to defeat the 49ers 31-20, or the Lions, the team that came into Arrowhead to start the season week 1, and the Lions ousted Kansas City 21-20.
They will be the underdogs if San Francisco wins, and I think they'll be favored if Detroit. But I can tell you right now, for any of the odds makers or anybody out there, if it's a playoff game and the Chiefs show up, you do not make them underdogs. They've proven it over and over again. And like you said, 2 games on the road. This is the most difficult stretch to get there in the Mahomes career.
Absolute heartbreak in Baltimore as the Ravens' magnificent season ends 1 game short. The final score is Kansas City 17 and Baltimore 10. Coming up next, the State Farm postgame show and the presentation of the Lamar Hunt Trophy. Jim Nance for all the crew saying James Brown's coming up after this. The champs are still in it, headed to Vegas.
Celebrate the champs with the official trophy collection at NFLshop.com. Folks, you can now get the t-shirt and cap worn on field by the players and coaches today with free shipping. Check out NFLshop.com for the best assortment of championship styles. Shop now and celebrate the win.
This is the State Farm postgame show.
Well, some said they couldn't, some doubted them, some wrote them off, but right here in the home of the Wire, the Kansas City Chiefs showed us all that the king stay the king. And for the 4th time in 5 years, the Chiefs are heading to the Super Bowl. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to the State Farm Post-Game Show. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 minutes and one couple's mission to save wild animals around the world. That'll be followed by 3 back-to-back episodes of Make That Yellowstone. That's coming up tonight right here on CBS. And back here with the full house, started with Boomer, JJ, of course, the triple threat, Nate Burleson, Coach Bill Cowher, and Phil Simms. I'm sorry, what's Patrick Mahomes' number?
15.
15 different.
Yeah, he was. Listen, Patrick Mahomes in the first half was tremendous. He was borderline great. But in the second half, what did he do well? He managed the game, and he did an awesome job. No turnovers by Kansas City. They got 66 yards in total offense until that play against Marquez Valdez-Scantling, as you, Travis Kelce. Hey,
with Taylor Swift.
To the victors go everything. I don't know what else to say.
Phil, life is good, huh?
Yeah, life is good. It is. But I'll say this. Kansas City coaches did a great job. And now, if you're the Baltimore Ravens, this was a Super Bowl team they had. This is going to hurt for a long time.
And I think they got away from what got them here. They're the #1 rushing team in the National Football League, and they only had 8 design runs the entire time.
Yep.
Give a lot of credit to Steve Spagnuolo.
Yep.
What he did, and had Lamar Jackson uncomfortable all night long, blitzing, man-to-man, zone, mixing it up, and that's what Steve Spagnuolo. He's a masterful defensive coordinator, a little bit short-handed without Willie Gay. He did a great job tonight keeping Lamar Jackson under wraps.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they struggled to find some chemistry early on, and it kind of bled into the rest of the game. Now, on the flip side, the Kansas City Chiefs, they knew exactly what they were doing. Patrick Mahomes knows exactly where his bread is buttered, and that's the pass catcher of Travis Kelce. I mean, he was cooking from the very beginning of the game. Let's just check out what he was doing. And I want you to pay attention. He's going to move around a ton. Here he is, a short slant route right over the middle of the field. And here, perfect coverage, but the ball low and away from the DB. He catches it falling down for the touchdown. And here, just the 2 guys being on the same page. You said it's football telepathy, Coach.
That's it.
And you're right. And there it is, once again, over the middle, making plays. Travis Kelce was unstoppable today.
Those Chiefs were great, but the Ravens hurt themselves at times tonight.
Yeah.
Those penalties at key moments, big time. We talked before the game about handling your emotions and keeping those in check. There were times today where it just seemed like those got away from him a little bit, and that hurt.
I would just say, Travis Kelce, so much for being distracted, because he wasn't distracted and hasn't been distracted the last 3 or 4 weeks. And I would also say we talked about controlling your emotions. The Baltimore Ravens showed a lot of bad emotion in this game. And one player in particular, Zay Flowers. He's going to be a really good player.
Yeah.
He learned a very valuable lesson out here on this field tonight.
Hey, boom. Distracted, I would say encouraged.
Yes,
Travis
very
Kelce.
good, yes.
Hey, folks, now let's send it over to Jim Nance for the presentation of the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
Thank you, JB. It is that time for the Lamar Hunt Trophy presentation. And with the honors, the Chief legend and Hall of Famer Jan Stenerud to present the trophy to Clark Hunt.
Thank you, Jim. On behalf of the NFL, I'm so happy to present the Lamar Hunt Trophy to Clark Hunt, the chairman and the CEO of the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations, Clark. So happy for
you. You've never had a chance to accept this trophy in a visiting stadium. This team had to go on the road twice to get here. What's this moment like for this franchise and for your family?
It's such a special night for us. First of all, I want to give God the glory, and I want to congratulate the Ravens on an amazing year. 4 years ago, when you handed us our first Lamar Hunt Trophy, I gave it to my mom, and the first thing she did was kiss it. That moment showed how much she loved my dad and how much she loved the Kansas City Chiefs. She would be so proud of Andy Reid, our coaching staff, and the entire team tonight. Chiefs Kingdom, we're going back to the Super Bowl.
Congratulations. I knew you were going to bring up Norma, and she's in everybody's thoughts. Thank you, Clark. Congratulations. Come on here. The Reid family is celebrating. Andy, you've got your hands on another one. This one has to be extra special the way you want it.
Oh, it's great. I'm so proud of these guys right here. So proud of them. I'm also, listen, I'm proud of the job that John has done here in Baltimore. He's a phenomenal football coach. The city's lucky to have him. This is different doing it down here in Baltimore, but it's a great city. We appreciate the hospitality. Most of all, though, Kansas City, we love you, man.
I tell you, the way your team played all around, both sides of the ball, Coach Spags and his defense, and that plan really worked well today, too.
Spags did an amazing job. Really, all our coordinators did. Nagy on the offensive side, Dave Tobe with the special teams. It was a joint effort. Everybody rallied it together. But Spags, that defense, man, they were dirty tough today.
I look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. Congratulations, Andy.
Jim, I appreciate you. Thank you. Nobody better.
Thank you, pal. I appreciate you. Patrick Mahomes, come on in here. Take that trophy and hoist it in the air. You deserve it. You relish the role of taking this team on the road twice to be able to get to the promised land. And now you've done it. And now you have a chance to go back-to-back for the first time in 20 years in the NFL. How important would that be to this team?
Yeah, it would be awesome. I knew going on the road we were going to be okay. We got a lot of dogs in that locker room. And those guys came to play today, defense, offense, special teams. And we came back, and like Clark said, we were going to win this trophy with Normus Hunt name on our jersey. We promise you that. So we went out and got that thing.
Congratulations, man. Let me bring in Travis.
Bring in the big guy.
Who had an amazing game. You became today, during this win, you became the all-time postseason leader in receptions in the playoffs. You moved past Jerry Rice. I know it was all about the win, but this was legendary stuff that happened out here today.
Shout out to Jerry Rice, baby. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs, and believe it. You gotta fight for your right to party! Believe it, baby. We're going to Las Vegas, Nevada, to go get us another one.
Nothing more can be said. The Chiefs are the AFC champions. Congratulations. Let's go back to James Brown and all the crew.
And Jim, Bill Cowher really summed it up best as he whispered in my ear, nothing like the grace and humility with which the Chiefs have shown what a winning attitude is all about. And the State Farm postgame show continues after this. Super Bowl 58 is on the horizon, and Vegas is calling. Folks, we're just 14 days away, so join us that on February the 11th for a night where champions are crowned and legends are written. Coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, so don't miss any of the action. Super Bowl 58 only on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. As we welcome you back to the State Farm postgame show, I must go to the fraternity to talk about what we can't wait and their final thoughts.
Certainly can't wait for Super Bowl 58 to see Patrick Mahomes and his team back in there. They certainly deserve it. He's a difference maker. We've never seen anybody quite like him, and I think we all could agree with that. For Lamar Jackson, this is a tough loss. In the beginning of the show, I was talking about two guys that were under the most pressure this weekend. One was Lamar, because he had to win this home game right here, and so much has been said about it, and he's heard all of it. And the other one is Brock Purdy for the San Francisco 49ers, just simply because of all the expectations that they are.
Yeah, and I think we have to give a lot of credit to that Chiefs defense tonight. Spags and that defense has done a great job. He loves to blitz, loves to use those DBs. He's got the big guys up front, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis. He also has L'Jarius Sneed covering. He's got guys blitzing all over the place. So it's been a lot of fun to watch that defense, and they stymied one of the best offenses in the league today.
You know, I love this defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, do what you do, but do it boldly. We know that they like to bring pressure, and they just shy away from that. Matter of fact, they dialed it up a notch. In the first half, they blitzed him every other play. Basically, I'm talking 50% of the time. And then when they ran with the ball, like you see Zay Flowers diving for the end zone, they were very aggressive with their hands. You have Lamar Jackson, one of the most dynamic players of all time. The Kansas City Chiefs, they knew exactly what the task was at hand. And they said, we are going to be more physical. We are going to suffocate the line of scrimmage. We're going to make sure that we keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket and make it difficult difficult for him for 4 quarters, and they did that. So as much as we're going to compliment Travis Kelce going 11 for 11 catches and big-time touchdown in this game, and Patrick Mahomes being the GOAT of this generation, we have to mention that defense, because for majority of the season, this was the most consistent side of the ball for this team.
And it was the back end, too, Nate. When you talk about this defense, you're talking about L'Jarius Sneed, you're talking about Trent McDuffie, you're talking about Justin Reed.
Yeah.
They bring a lot of different things. They give you a lot of different looks. And you got to have smart players back there. You got to have versatile players back there that can play multiple positions. And Steve Spagnuolo is masterful. This is not the same game plan they went against Buffalo last week. He caters it week in and week out, switched things up. And you sit there and you saw Lamar so many times, just not sure what he sees back there. And that kind of confusion led him into the frustration and turned the football over like he did, Phil.
Yeah, you know, it's tough to stay with the game plan sometimes. Oh, we're going to blitz Lamar Jackson. We're going to play him this way, and you know you just got to sit there and worry that the big play's coming. But they did a great job here. We don't say this enough. Kansas City Chiefs are tough. Yeah. They are tough. They're proving they've been through battles. And just think about what they did this year, especially at the end of the year. The offense kind of changed. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're going to run it. We're going to protect our tackles. We're going to manage the game. We're not the high-flying act anymore. They bought into it, and they've 100%. Done it here late in the year, and they were hot at the end of the year. That's when you want to get hot.
And certainly we know that the coach on the other side, that being John Harbaugh, saw that firsthand, and he's standing by with our Evan Washburn.
Well, Coach, first of all, we really appreciate your time. Obviously, it's an abrupt way to end a season, a special season. What was the right message to the guys in the locker room after this one?
Well, I mean, I told them to walk out of here with their heads held high and their chests out and eyes straight ahead, you know, and you never know what lessons you're going to learn from every experience that you have, but whatever it is, it's going to be inside, and you go forward and make a new beginning from where we're at, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, I love these guys, everything they gave, every heart, every bead of sweat, you know, every tough situation they fought through to accomplish what they did. You're proud of that, you know. Today we weren't good enough. We didn't win the game. Congratulations to the Chiefs. They won the game, but it doesn't take one thing away from what they've done, what they did all year, who they are, and I'm proud of every single one of them.
Understanding, again, the moment's raw, but this game was close. It was one score down the stretch there. What do you think stood in the way?
Plays were made, you know. We didn't make enough plays. They made the plays to win the game.
And lastly, you touched on it, just the foundation that this group, each year is different, I understand that, but that this team built as you guys move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the journey. That's the thing. That's kind of the point of the whole thing. And that's what I'm excited about going forward. But, you know, let's just kind of get through tonight and you know, make our plans going forward.
Coach, again, utmost respect for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Evan.
Let me just say this. I've lost 4 home AFC championship games,
wow.
And it's the most disappointing thing you can go through because you're that close with that kind of support with the fans. You feel like you let down the city. You feel like you let down your team. You feel like you didn't do enough as a coach. So this is something that sits with you, and I said before, the hardest game to lose. But for John Harbaugh, he is resilient. He will be back, and it's a good football team. No question about it.
Yeah, and they still might hang their hat on the fact that Lamar Jackson is the regular season MVP. It was one hell of a year leading up to this point, but we have to spin it forward. Now you have the Kansas City Chiefs back in the Super Bowl once again. This is their 4th appearance in 5 years. They have 2 weeks to prepare for either the Lions or the 49ers. Oh, boy.
Patrick Mahomes now ties Peyton Manning, Terry Bradshaw, some of those names as in playoff wins. He's 1 away from sitting alone in 3rd place in playoff wins. The man has done an unbelievable job in a short amount of time.
It's hard to believe how good he has gotten over the last 6 years, Phil. We saw him that first game, his rookie year in Denver. And he's gotten better and better and better. And the best part about it, he's totally healthy. And you can see that on
which
the
is
field.
scary.
Yes.
Yeah, he played a really good game. Boomer, you lost playoff games as a quarterback. So did I. And you know what comes after it. I can't even imagine in today's world how much pressure or how much talk it's going to be about Lamar.
Yeah.
But he had a tremendous year.
He did.
He's a good guy, and he played hard.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
1 ticket punch to Las Vegas. That is Kansas City. Up next, it'll be the Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers. That game coming up on Fox. The ticket there to be punched. Folks, thank you for tuning in here on CBS. We'll see you soon in Las Vegas.